the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And shot and killed, DC police are investigating a quadruple shooting that left one person dead and injured a child. Coming up, the search to find the shooter.
And Damar Hamlin still fighting for his life. We have a live report on the Bill's safety's condition this morning.
All right, it's 6 o'clock on this Wednesday morning.
It's Wednesday.
Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Sorry, I said yesterday was Wednesday, but anyway, it's Tuesday, but it is Wednesday. Good morning. In just a moment, we're going to take you live to Georgia Avenue, where that shooting happened last night. But we are starting your day with Jackie and a check on the forecast. And Jackie, it is warm out there.
It is warm. It's a warm start to our Wednesday morning out there. Here's a view of those current temperatures. We're 52 right now in Leesburg, 50 in Frederick, 55 in DC. Low 60s is what we're starting off with down towards Fredericksburg, as well as Waldorf, even mid-60s down towards Lexington Park. Hagerstown, you're waking up at 55. Still dealing with a few visibility issues associated with some patchy fog. Down about a mile in Leesburg, Cumberland, even less than that in Frederick. So something to keep in mind if you're heading out around those locations. Otherwise, DC area southbound, not really seeing too much in the way of that fog. Radar, though, it is all clear. That will change later on today, likely right around midday, and we'll be watching this batch of rain down towards our south moving in. Now it's moving across parts of Kentucky at this point, even into far southwesternmost parts of Virginia. So again, this will continue to slide its way through, and we'll likely see those temperatures today still warming up. Upper 60s expected later on this afternoon, as we're going to be also seeing some of those showers, and can't rule out that chance for some embedded thunder as well. More details coming up, but Shanika's here with the all-important traffic update. How's it looking out there on this Wednesday morning?
All right, well, it's still looking slow, Jackie. Northern Virginia, this is in Dale City, 95 heading northbound, right near Dale Boulevard. Do watch for a crash of some sort. Earlier, we were just seeing delays. Now there is a crash past this point, and that's to the right. Let's flip over to the maps. The rest of Northern Virginia, you're looking good through Centerville, Fairfax, the Mixing Bowl through Annandale and Springfield, Alexandria, the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. It is all looking good. And then over to 395 north and southbound. No problems right now, but watch, this is a traffic hotspot. So as time goes on, you might start to see delays. All right, guys.
All right, thank you, Shanika. Happening now, the investigation continues this morning into the deadly quadruple shooting that also injured a child.
It happened along Georgia Avenue in Northwest, so that's where we find our Lex Warris this morning. And Lex, that shooting, it also injured a child, that kid just 8 years old.
Yeah, Corey, that's right. And police say that this was another targeted shooting in our community. This time it happened during a rush hour. Chief Conti says that 3 men were getting into a car that was parked along Georgia Avenue here by Sheridan Street. And those 3 people were shot. And that was when 2 shooters got out of a gray or silver SUV. They started shooting at them. That suspect vehicle had actually been driving in traffic here on Georgia Avenue, stopped in the middle of the road while those suspects shot at these men. Now, one of the victims died, 2 others transported to a local hospital, and like you said, a 4th victim, an 8-year-old kid, was also shot. Now, this shooting has the community just completely torn up.
I want to cry because I'm tired. This neighborhood was it's the last couple of months around here. Down Georgia Avenue, up here, it's sad.
Well, that 8-year-old was an innocent bystander in this case. Chief Conti actually says that they believe that the kid was just standing on the sidewalk like I am right now when they were hit by one of those stray bullets. As far as these suspects go, police are still on the lookout for them. And of course, asking for any information from anybody who knows anything. Live in Washington, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
All right, Lex, thank you. And your time right now is 6:03. Days after her 3rd inauguration, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is under renewed pressure to get D.C.'s crime under control. Now, right now, there is discussion about whether to advance with D.C. Council's new criminal code.
I expect to be sending the council members a letter with my concerns accompanied by my veto.
And Bowser says she plans to veto the bill because of its provisions to reduce maximum sentences, eliminating nearly all minimum sentences, and the expansion of the right to jury trials by those accused of misdemeanors.
Another step in increasing public safety is getting someone in place to lead as the deputy mayor for public safety. The mayor took that step in her press conference yesterday, nominating Lindsay Appiah, who she says has a plan for tackling youth crime. Appiah has held the deputy job on an interim basis ever since Chris Geldard stepped down last year amid controversy. Previously, she worked as the interim director of the Department of Youth Rehabilitation Services and the chief of staff under Geldard. With major concerns about gun violence in the district, Appiah says she is focused on keeping children safe and away from guns.
We have a system set up to provide youth, their families, and communities the type of wraparound care that will keep them both alive and hopefully to put them on a path that will lead to not re-arrest or incarceration.
As we have already talked about this morning, this year has started off with multiple homicides, including a 17-year-old. Appiah says utilizing resources to prevent future crimes is a top priority.
There is a focus on making sure that our young people are given the services and supports that we have, and some of that really is through commitment. But we also believe in prevention.
Appiah's nomination still awaits approval from the City Council before she can officially take office.
And we have an update this morning on Buffalo Bills safety, Damar Hamlin. It's been nearly 2 days since the 24-year-old football player collapsed and went into cardiac arrest right on the football field. DC News Now's Randy Bass is in the newsroom this morning tracking the updates. And Randy, we've learned his condition is improving.
Yeah, Corey, overnight we heard who grip.
All right, looks like we're having some audio issues there with Randy. We'll get back to her in just a moment. But Damar Hamlin's uncle says he remains in critical condition this morning and is currently sedated. He also said that his nephew's heart stopped twice, once on the field and once in the ambulance outside the hospital. Of course, as we continue to learn more, we'll bring you the very latest. But this is what we know so far. They say that there was also damage to his lungs after nearly 10 minutes of chest compressions. The hospital staff also has him laying on his stomach. They're taking pressure off his lungs, making that a top priority as he heals this morning. We will continue to follow updates throughout the day, and we'll bring you the latest right here on DC News Now. And Damar Hamlin's collapse on the field Monday night has led to concerns over the safety of youth athletics. Our Dave Laval weighed in with both students and parents at a Virginia Volleyball Club.
Another night of practice for club volleyball teams at the Fairfax Sportsplex.
Yep, there you go.
The competition can get intense and injuries can happen. That's something Kathy Pham knows all too well while at Edison High School.
Earlier in the year, I had a concussion. I was out for like 3 weeks or so, and then I got back playing.
Yet there's another threat to young players. Medical experts estimate the risk of sudden cardiac arrest is nearly 4 times higher in student athletes. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention predicts roughly 2,000 young people die from sudden cardiac arrest each year, many without previously known heart issues.
I do worry about that, but from the environment I am in, I think I'm safe. Everybody's gonna take care of me.
Student athletes around the DMV are required to take a physical and fill out a health questionnaire before they're allowed to compete. But there's concern that may not be enough, especially after what happened to Buffalo Bills player Damar Hamlin. There's renewed debate regarding required electrocardiograms, or ECG, for young athletes. Those we spoke to disagree.
No, I don't think so. It's just they just need to check your body if you're healthy or not, and know nothing's wrong, you know?
I mean, it depends on which sport, if you really need it, but I don't think so, not for volleyball.
But parents support that idea.
I was seeing the pictures of Cristiano Ronaldo today when he was going to Saudi Arabia. He got a complete health test. So I saw all those EKG things in his body everywhere. So that's a very good practice to see, the exposure that they might have, so that precaution could be made.
All right, your time right now is 6:09 this morning. Attorney General Jason Mier is expected to address allegations that school officials at Thomas Jefferson High School withheld information that could have helped thousands of students apply for college scholarships. Our Max Marcella spoke with community members who had mixed reactions about this.
2 Tuesday night, frustrated parents rallied outside calling for change after the handling of National Merit Scholars at Thomas Jefferson High School. But inside the school's library, not many answers revealed yet. Superintendent Michelle Reed says answers will come from the third-party independent investigation FCPS initiated.
We're still reviewing the scope of the investigation. So my hope would be hopefully by the end of the month, but I can't say that for sure.
The school is accused of withholding information from more than 1,000 students that they could have used in order to apply for college scholarships. But despite the criticism heard both outside and inside the school's walls, some students believe this situation is not as important as some make it seem.
In terms of whether or not it helped me get into a college, I really don't think it had an effect on it.
This seems like a very overblown reaction to the, I guess, what's sort of a small, oversight on the part of the administration.
Others say it's the latest example of parents not being involved enough in their kids' education.
You need to have a party. You don't need to have a banner up in the school. You don't need to, send it out a blast to all the parents. But I'd like to know. So I'd like it if we could do a bit more communicating.
We spoke with Renad Ranjan, a father to one TJ student and another alumni. He says the school is doing great and continuously praised the staff's work.
Just thank you, TJ. You're doing amazingly well. Keep doing it. If there is something we can improve, we as a parent will work it out.
But critics say this is a part of a larger, more concerning trend.
The number of kids here getting into the top schools is dropping, and parents are not happy about it, and they see there being a lack of support